Respected sir and my dear friends, good afternoon to all. I am Dhairya and going to present our experiment on to verify Bernoulli's equation. What is Bernoulli's equation? Origin of Bernoulli's theorem was made by Daniel Bernoulli, a Swiss mathematician and physicist, that he stated a theorem which gives the interaction between the pressure acting at a point on the surface of the liquid and velocity of its particles. This principle is named and it is published in this book Hydrodynamics in 1738. Bernoulli's theorem states that in steady flow, the total energy of small amount of incompressible liquid flowing from one point to another remains constant throughout the displacement. Here, the total energy is the sum of pressure energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy. Now I am going to explain the principle of Bernoulli's theorem. It assumes that the flow is frictionless, steady, and incompressible. So Bernoulli's theorem is principle is within a horizontal flow of fluid, points of higher fluid speed will have less pressure than points of slower fluid speed, so as to satisfy the law of conservation of mass and energy. Therefore, the input mass and energy for a given control volume are equal to the output mass and energy. Now I want Chirag to explain the further derivation and Bernoulli's equation.
So good afternoon, everyone. So I Chirag Sethi will tell you about the Bernoulli's equation. Here on the screen, our equation is visible, which states P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2. Here P1 is the pressure at the initial point, V1 is the velocity at the initial point, and Z1 is the height at initial point. Here rho is the density of the liquid using which the experiment is performed. And on the right hand side we have P2, which is pressure at the final point. V2 is the velocity of the final point, and the at Z2 is the height of the final point. In this experiment, as the pipe is horizontal, so there is no role of height, and Z1 will be equal to Z2. So for an incompressible fluid, conservation of mass through the test section should also satisfy, which states that area of the starting point into velocity of the starting point is equal to area of the end point into velocity of the end point. That is A1 V1 equal to A2 V2. So I want to request next participant to please represent.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Astha. I would let you know it is used to collect water after opening the inlet valve. The second is tapered inclined pipe with piezometer tubes at different points. The piezometer is used is the pressure is used as the pressure head at different points to measure the pressure. Yeah. The stopwatch, it is used to note the particular time interval. And the first one is scale to measure the height of the water collected. Now the construction. The Bernoulli test apparatus consists of a tapered duct venturi, a series of manometers tapped into the venturi to measure the pressure head, and a hypodermic probe that can be traversed along the center of the test section to measure the total head. Here, the hypodermic probe is used to inject the ink dye pigment at the proper velocity. Due to presence of this probe, the flow of fluid does not get disturbed and the velocity remains maintained. The, te- uh, the test section is a circular duct of varying diameter with a 14-degree inclined angle on one side and a 21-degree inclined angle on the other side. The series of side hole pressure tapping are provided to connect manometer to the test section. The probe is provided to measure the total pressure head along the test section by positioning it at any section of the duct. To prevent damage, the probe should be fully inserted during the transport or storage.
So in this video, this is the apparatus for the Bernoulli's theorem. Uh, This will be the supply tank, or we can say the uh, storage tank for storing the water, and the supplying tank for the further process. And this will be the ventiometer with connecting different piezometer tubes from which we can read the pressure head. And this will be the wall. And first we have to fill the water in the supply tank with the help of a motor. So we have to on the motor with the switch that we seen in this video. So here the motor will gets on and the tank is filling with the water. So uh, we have to properly fill the water, and we have to close the wall while the tank is get properly filled. Uh, Now we have to close the button of the motor, and in next we have to open the valve. So here they can open the valve. Uh, Now, after opening the valve, you can see there are different pressure heads in the different piezometer tubes. This will happen by this because where the area is less, the pressure head will be the less in the piezometer tube, and where the area will be increasing, the pressure head will be increasing uh, in the piezometer tubes. So decreasing in area, the pressure head will be decreasing. And now the water is going in the collecting tank, and we have to close the wall, and we have to note the time using the stopwatch for the rise of 10 centimeter. And now we have to generate table for this process at 100% flow rate, and we have to repeat the procedure for the 70% flow rate also. Now for the observation table for 100% and 70%, 75% flow rate for pressure head, I would call Gloria to explain it.
So, this is the observation table in which we note the readings of the piezometer tube at 100% flow rate and 75% flow rate. In these observations, we can see that as the area decreases, the height of the water column also decreases, and then it again start increases as we approach to the diverging section. Next slide. So this is the result table for the 100% flow rate and 75% flow rate. In the result table, we calculate area, velocity head, and the total head with the help of above observations. And this shows that the major variation occur at the throat as per the area decreases and then increases. Next slide. So there are some graphs. In first graph shows the variation of pressure head, that is P upon rho g, with respect to the distance. We can see that as the area decreases, pressure also decreases, and we can see through the graph that there is a depth in the graph. In the second graph shows the variation of velocity head, that is the v square upon 2g, with respect to the distance. As it reaches to the throat, area decreases as the velocity head increases, as there is a elevation in the graph. In the third graph, there is a variation of total head, that is the sum of kinetic head, pressure head, and the elevation head with the distance. So, through these observations, we can conclude that the potential head, elevation head, and kinetic head of one section is equals to the potential head, elevation head, and kinetic head of the other section. Now, I will call Bilwinder to express some precautions and sources of error which may occur in this experiment.
Good afternoon to all. Precautions and sources of error. When the fluid is flowing, there is a fluctuation in the height of a piezometer tube. So note the mean position carefully. Carefully keep some level of fluid in inlet and outlet supply tank. Error in measurement of rises in different piezometer tubes. Error in a measurement of rise in water after closing the valve. Parallax error in measurement of piezometer tubes. Thank you.